Oh, World of Warcraft, you have brought us so much joy in the past, and a lot of hate as well. From Hellfire to Icecrown, we have traveled, but now a new journey is ours to take up. One that will take us to a mystical land filled with new enemies, old enemies, and pandas? What? Well, this isn't Cataclysm anymore, Dodo. The hype has started, and many new features are coming to Mist of Pandaria. And as such, I felt the need to throw together a list of things that I'm looking forward to. So, let's get it on! Number 5. Pandas. What? Pandas? Why would pandas be on your list? Well, believe it or not, I like the idea of pandas. Did not at first. I was completely against it because I figured Blizzard's gonna fuck it up. But they didn't. The pandas in Mist of Pandaria have a pretty dark past. And more so than that, they have some pretty dark enemies that they're going up against. So it just kind of overall draws them in as being kind of badasses. The animations are amazing. The looks and graphics, of course, are going to be better than anything else we've seen because it's newer technology. But just the pandas themselves, the personalities, the overall feel for them is not childish like most people were thinking they were going to be. And so if you thought this, you were wrong. They're a pretty honorable race, much like the Taurens, but I guess like the Taurens, there is a bit of corruption there, mainly in the form of the Shah, which they're going up against. But again, overall, the feel of pandas is pretty good for not MMO, but for Mist of Pandaria, and I thoroughly enjoy it. Number 4. Being able to queue for multiple things at one time is something that many people have been wanting. And for once, they're finally listening and they're adding it. Now, but in all seriousness, now that in the current beta, they have it so that you can queue up not only for a dungeon and a raid, but also a battleground, and most likely you will even be able to queue up for probably not like arenas or rated battlegrounds, but you'll probably be able to queue up for challenge modes and your scenarios as well. So this is definitely an added addition that I think many people have been wanting, because sitting in queue for a battleground waiting for an hour when you really just want to do something isn't quite fun. I do hope that they don't add pet battles to this, but then again, I guess if you have the choice, it doesn't really matter. So maybe pet battles would be a good thing to add as well. Number 3. Pokemon 2.1.0 wow what? Yep, that's right. For some reason, the ideal of collecting creatures and fighting them definitely brings me back about 13 years ago. It feels just so damn good to collect things for some reason. Sure, we won't be fighting the Elite Four or the Champion, and we may not have to collect 150, although I think it's close to that, but that's not the point. The main feature is it looks pretty good, it's something to sink time in, and it's going to definitely bring out the kid in a lot of people. I don't quite think that people are estimating this the way they should. I think that this is going to be a very good feature, and that anyone who's not giving it a shot needs to be shot. We haven't got a real huge look at it, but we have seen quite a bit of stuff for it, and it looks pretty damn in-depth, and that's probably the part I'm liking the most. It actually looks a little bit better than Pokemon does. Whoopsie. Moving on. Number 2. Account-wide mounts and achievements. Well, this is something that most of us have been thinking we should get back for years now. Account-wide achievements and mounts is an amazing thing to be adding. At this point, a lot of people have attempted to get mounts and possibly failed, and then just randomly happened to have got it on a alt. Nothing is more infuriating than that, right? You go and you get that fight the Headless Horseman. Oh! The mount dropped. want that on my main, but you don't get it. Same with achievements. This also will allow people to be able to switch mains easier without such a harsh penalty of losing all their achievements and basically deflating their E-Pins. While I guess hardcore raiders probably don't have such a problem with this, because either lots of their accounts or characters have them, or simply they just don't care. But for those of us who are collectors and achievement whores, this is something that will bring us quite a bit of joy. Number 1. So I know everyone's looking forward to this one. Oh yeah, possibly the best part of the entire expansion. Leveling to 600 on your professions. Wait, no, I mean, let's see, Tauren Rogues? Yeah. Oh, no. Being one of those crazy red orcs from Hellfire Peninsula as a rogue? No, not that either. Damn. Well, I guess probably my number 1 would be killing this guy. Yes, that's right, this guy. Everyone knows this asshole, right? Garrosh Hellscream. And so, while maybe he isn't the worst possible guy in the world, he's a dick. No one likes him. He needs to die. And it kind of makes me sad because I thought Blizzard was going to do more with him. He doesn't have very many redeeming qualities, but he has a few. Like Stone Talon Mountains, the very end, where he's all, badass, shows up, throws the guy off a cliff. Well, technically he was on a little bridge thing, but anyway, throws him off of there, and then he's like, oh yeah, now I'm gonna kill you. And this Tauren's like, yo, no, wait, he helped, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, I thought that was gonna be like a more redeeming part. Apparently not. He didn't learn mercy. He didn't learn to think. And apparently he's getting corrupted and we get to kill him. Perfectly okay with that. One character that doesn't deserve a real redemption story. I mean, it's sad because he's the son of this guy, Grom. But other than that, could really care less about him. He's a hothead. And him and Varian need to just kind of kill over because they're both racist assholes. But they do fuel war, and war is fun. In World of Warcraft. Derp, derp. So yes, this concludes our look at my top 5. Wondering about a few things that didn't make it? Monks? Nyeh. While the monks are extremely interesting, they're not quite that nice. It actually is going to add more unbalance to the game. But they're fun, I'll give them that. Oh well, there's probably a few other things that I thought of. I just didn't feel like including, because I didn't think they were quite good enough to make it to the end game. The end game being me talking about them. So I thank you for watching. I encourage you to have a good day, and if you want more top 5 videos, or top 10s, top 20s, top 100s, by God, you better watch every single ad I put in a top 100. Please let me know. Leave a comment. And if I think it's something awesome, which I probably will, I'll make a video about it just for you. Anyway, this is Falcon, signing